Hey y'all, this is Carol Norby. You're at my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page on Facebook, and you'll also be able to view this video on YouTube after a while. I did not have much happening today. My mind was just blank. I looked through stuff and looked through stuff and I thought, I really should just play with something that I haven't used. So this is a real simple card. It's using a die that a friend gave me. She knows I live in flip-flops. That's going to have to change before too long. I'm getting to the age where I've got to be a little more careful with my steps. So anyway, I will flip the phone over and we'll get started. Hang on. Okay. So get that straight. So this is the die. Isn't that cute? She bought it. She went with me, her and another gal went with me to Mesa was it March, for the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. And we spent some money. And she bought me this, and I have to tell you, this is a very detailed die. I die cut it a couple of times, and I'll show you. The second time I tossed it, it was just so bad. It's really difficult to get these little pieces out. So I ended up with the one I did by shimming it. So I put this in my machine, like so, with my two cutting mats, and I put a piece of paper over the top of this underneath my top cutting plate, ran it through twice, and I was finally able to get a decent cut. So I still had to do some poking out of the little pieces, and then I mounted it on a piece of black licorice cardstock. So that is my flip-flops. Just a bit of a challenge. So I seen a really cute layout online, and so I decided I was going to use this corner punch. Now I've had this probably 20 years. If I look on the back, it says Carl. It's been one of my favorites. It's until I got in with Fun Stamper's Journey, and then it kind of got put aside. But I dug it out today. I have seen it called Southwest Corner Punch, and I've seen it called Notched Punch. So that's what it looks like, just like that. So I'm going to punch the last one. It does a nice clean punch for as old as it is, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take our white thread, Fun Stamper's Journey's white thread, and I'm going to do something with it. I'm just going to put a little piece of adhesive in the back here. I'm going to layer that in there really good. Have you ever tried this? This gives such a neat look. Isn't that just cool? So I will come down here and set it down. Now I haven't decided what I'm going to lay this on yet, but doesn't that look just kind of sharp? Layering the die on black really makes it pop. Now I had to be real careful. I used my Journey Craft glue, which is AC-0111. This is the best glue. It has two ends. It has the small end. Then if you're doing something big, it has the big end. So it's a wide tip. I almost never use the wide tip, and I usually store it point down because the glue has a tendency to level out, and then it's not at the tip where I want it. So I thought, okay, do I want to lay this here? But then I thought, I'm going to need something more. So I dug out my Spellbinders Phrase Set 2, which is S4-564, has lots of dies. So it says, hooray, celebrate, for you, hello, and thank you. And I used the hello, and I adhered it to a piece of lemon drop cardstock. And I thought this could go here, or move that up. It could go here. But I kind of like it here a little bit more. Make sure that, so I'm going to pop this. So I'm going to grab, I just have my foam tape handy right here. This is 3M foam tape. I buy it in bulk. I go through a lot of it. But I've also just bought a different brand of foam tape. It's about half the price, but it's also good for outdoors. The one thing it did say on it, once you lay that other down, you'll never get it up without destroying whatever it's on. So that will be one that I will use for my personal self, not let anybody use, because especially in class, my gals have a tendency to, I have a couple that just don't, you know, they change their mind right as they touch it to the paper or something, and that's the end of that. So, and then I'll get my pieces out here. This is, let's see, what width is this? This is 3/4 inch. I usually buy 1/2 inch. That was on sale at one of the events that I attended. Our Cass's paper crafter, she was wanting to get rid of it, and it was a good deal. So I said, sure, I will buy it, because I do like that tape. And it's what I sometimes use in class, so I usually use Fun Stamper's Journey foam squares. Okay, so I'm thinking like that. Doesn't that look cool? Now it needs something. It needs some. So I got out some blings. This is Summer Place Sparkles. They're really cool. I also grabbed rainbow hearts. And I thought, nah, not really. Then I grabbed, this is Rainbow Bling. I thought, those are tiny, but I kept going back to these. Because these, well, these are, well, let's see. Let me grab my bloom tool and we'll just check it out. So, for example, maybe I want something in some of these holes. And I thought, okay, this is an adhesive. It's got an adhesive back. You can just pull that away and cut it. So, but I don't know if I can pick it up. I've usually just cut it. Let's see. It cuts easier than it picks up. So I'm going, that's not bad, but I still kept going back to this. So let's see. Oh, I got some that came off their adhesive. That's the only problem I've had with some of this stuff is in our heat, the adhesive has a tendency to dry up, and there is no adhesive on there. So then look, let's see. I do like that color. Let me grab a glue dot and put it on there. So, okay. So, that's going to be fun, picking it up. Okay, one glue dot on there. I got a 3/16 inch glue dot from my stash. That's kind of cool. We'll just put that right there. So, a little off center. Anyway, that looks cool. I'll get some of these out of my way. Do I want to use the same color or do I want to use a different color? I think same color. So grab this and make sure that it's, see if it's, yeah, that adhesive is still there. We'll get that on there. Let go of my bloom tool. Okay, that's kind of cool. But now I need some on the around. So since this one is loose, I will put it on a glue dot. We'll just add some more color. You know, summer is time of lots of color. Lots of color. I like that there. And then maybe a darker one. Maybe even a bigger one. I don't use these real often. I should. And we'll just add that since I'm doing so much in blue. I don't like it right there. Maybe right there. That's cool. Get that out of my way. And then let's see what other color I've used. Gold. I need to use gold. Okay. So I'll grab a big gold. I'm sticking to the ones that got left on. So there's a nice simple card. You just put it on your folded card back base. And it makes for a fun card. Now this could, you know, depending on what you put inside the card, it could be used for a lot of different things. But it's bright and cheery. It would absolutely brighten someone's day. And if you're wondering about the paper, let's see, what did I do with it? It is one of those that I had colored using, dropping the color on my mat and then smushing my paper into it. This is just our plain whipped cream cardstock. And then I came back and, you know, flicked some, this looks like Cool Pool silk. So anyway, that is a simple card, not much to it, but I just wanted to play with this corner because I haven't used it for so long. I had gotten rid of a lot of my punches when I joined Fun Stamper's Journey. I didn't use a lot. Now I want to use them more because I can. But anyway, that is it. So I want to thank you for coming by. I'll flip the phone back and we'll get done. So hopefully, I'm thinking of some ideas next week already. Yeah, got to. There's a couple of techniques that I've seen that I thought, I haven't done these in ages. So one is using embossing powder. A fellow ex-coach did that recently, and I'm going, you know, you can mix your embossing powders. You can mix embossing powder with our sparkle dust. I have a huge container of Prisma glitter. Same thing as sparkle dust, real close anyway. And I have done that, and it's just such a cool look. So we'll see what happens next week. If you have any ideas of what you want me to show, let me know. Leave a comment so I can, you know, prepare. We're supposed to have an insurance lady show up next Wednesday morning early, so this is something I have to prepare for Tuesday after I get home from Bible study. I'm starting in on a new Bible study at church. This one lady's doing a 4-week study, and it sounds like really good. Of course, most Bible studies are. So I'm just looking forward to that. So anyway, y'all have a great day. It is hot here. We're a little bit humid. Our monsoon season was supposed to start 2 weeks ago. We're still waiting. I do have pictures on Facebook that, you know, when you look at your memories, I have found pictures taken this week during different years of lots of rain. And right now we're dry. We're really dry. Though we have had so much rain this spring that we are not behind on our precip. We are actually still ahead. But we need some rain. It's getting hot. It was 86 degrees when I got up at 5 this morning. That's, yeah, it's warm. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Stay cool and have fun. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.